Eswar Prasad of Cornell, writing the following. The president has now declared open war on the U.S. institutional framework, which underpins the dollar's dominance in global finance, as well as other aspects of U.S. financial supremacy. Eswar joins us now for more. Eswar, welcome back to the program, sir. Let's just take your line of thinking. If we have declared open war on U.S. institutions, where are you seeing signs of damage?
So if one thinks about what are the key elements of the institutional framework that, as I mentioned, have underpinned the dollar's supremacy and foreign investors' trust, particularly in the U.S. financial system, it includes a system of checks and balances that is institutionalized, the rule of law, and most importantly, an independent central bank. Each of these elements of the U.S. institutional framework, took some dings during the first Trump term, but during the second term, Trump is really taking a hatchet to each of them. None of the checks and balances, either from Congress or to some extent from the judicial system, seem to be working very well. The Fed's independence is really crucial, and I should emphasize that it's operational independence. No Fed central bank can be ultimately free of political influence because, after all, it has to serve the welfare of the people. But in the operational decision-making, all evidence seems to suggest that leaving the central bank alone to do its job is the right thing, makes it most effective and credible, and that's what Trump is attacking.
The Fed said that they would abide by what the court decides. I read that statement to the president live in the cabinet room when it came out and asked him, would you abide by the courts? And he says, yes, of course he will. So if the court decides that Lisa Cook can stay, is the damage already done, or do you think that then just bolsters the view in America that we do have independent institutions?
Well, at the moment, I think a great deal of damage has already been done because Trump is very clear that he wants to bend every institution in the U.S., including a statutorily independent one like the Federal Reserve, to his will in terms of policy making and the broader elements of policy that need to line up with his desires. And that's not quite, what has helped America maintain its financial supremacy. It's a sense that everybody, including the government, has to play by the rules. We may not like the rules, but whether you're a domestic investor, a foreign investor, or the very government that sets the rules, you have to play by the rules. And that is the element that Trump is attacking. Now, even in a system where you have the rules very clearly laid out, ultimately it is norms that matter, because you cannot really write a rule that covers every eventuality, every circumstance of the world. And those norms are certainly being shattered. And this is, I think, the real concern, because even if Lisa Cook does stay on the board, a certain red line has been crossed. Trump has made it very clear that it is loyalty to him and his policies that matters much more than technical competence,